Welcome, everyone, to Carol Worldwide, your weekly episodic. It's not episodic. I'm lying. Your weekly news and satire, local news and satire podcast.
We're having episodes, that's for sure.
We'll have an episode. So before we start, Randy, did you notice anything about me when I came in?
You got a haircut.
No.
You got your nails done.
You got a massage?
I got a massage. Didn't I just have an aura of comfort and
You do. You look very relaxed.
Yeah.
He always looks relaxed.
Well, and now I'm just putting energy in the universe. I check in as Randy Goldstein.
Oh, I love that.
No, I don't.
But
I thought that'd be funny.
You checked into the massage?
Yeah.
They have protocol installed too.
They have protocols installed. No, Randy.
To know
like, you're not Randy Goldstein.
It's not going to happen.
You have like precautions in case you're ever mind controlled. Like, do not massage this man.
Right. There's a picture of me on their wall with a circle and a slash through it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
I'm just saying, it could really help you out.
It could. But we have breaking news.
Tell me. We can't even get to our itinerary. Yeah.
So Facebook is rebranding and changing their name.
Stop it.
What could their new name be? No, it's true. Next week, in fact.
What?
Yeah.
It's going to be tone deaf, and it's going to be worse than Facebook.
That's the new name, Tone Deaf?
I mean, it may as well be.
It's going to be bland, you mean?
No, it's gonna be dumb. Like they want to be known. I was just read the same article Randy did, or maybe
I read the whole headline.
Okay, they want to be known more for creating the metaverse, which is not created yet, and is like a term often associated with dystopian fiction of like the all-encompassing internet. So
the Matrix.
Yeah, it's like the Matrix, but like the willing Matrix experience. Mm-hmm. You like plug into it. So I'm
gonna hate it even more than I already do.
I tend to think that we're not going to do much with it. Like, I don't think it's like going to be whatever is after millennials and whatever. Like, can you imagine like boomers like being on, let me jack into the football discussion forum.
I'm angry. I'm going to jack off now.
Well, I think that happens anyway.
You're going to jack out, sir. Speak for yourself. I'll jack out when I'm done. What?
I don't know what's happening right now.
I think that's going to go poorly. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem like companies kind of immune to making bad decisions at this stage of the game, right?
I wonder how long that will be, though, because it's funny when you see people complaining about Facebook and how much they hate Facebook on Facebook. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think it's game over at that point for those people.
Yeah.
This is your home.
If you truly hate it, you avoid it.
Right. You'd be off.
Yeah.
Be on one of the many other social media that are available.
Like your favorite tweeter. I
thought about getting on there when I was in Facebook jail. I thought maybe I'll just go back on Twitter and use that as my primary. And I looked at it and I threw up in my mouth a little bit. Just couldn't do it. Didn't do it.
Maybe you should get a TikTok.
You know what? Now Facebook has Reels, which I think is like their competition to TikTok, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do. I
don't get it. I'm watching these Reels like it's of a girl dancing or lip syncing a rap. Mm-hmm. Why is that good content for me to consume? I mean, how's that going to make me a better person?
I think if you're over 20, you don't understand.
No, I don't understand.
Yeah, it completely escapes me as
For a teenager, why is that good? Why? What will that help?
Did you get the email about how these TikTok challenges are really making it difficult for the teachers to teach?
Yes, the ass slapping.
And I'm like, what are these challenges? What are you talking about? What are you doing that's so disruptive?
Here's a TikTok challenge. Make a success out of your life.
Seriously.
Check in 20 years.
Get straight A's.
Yeah.
Go to class.
Right. Go to trade school, get a college application.
Make better choices when you pick a boyfriend.
There's no time traveling, Sherry.
Yeah, I know.
Make a time traveling machine.
Oh, okay. Also,
that's a great challenge.
Colloquially known as a time machine.
There you go.
All right, so at minute number 5 or so, we're going to get into the actual agenda. When is trick-or-treating? So I'm not going to look at the story, but I'm going to say Halloween is typically trick-or-treating. That's been my experience.
October 31st is when you go trick-or-treating. Yeah. Everybody knows this.
Do they know this, though? I don't think they do.
It's not a government-mandated day.
It's not organized at all.
No, it's trick-or-treating.
They're gonna
you go on Halloween. Halloween is on October 31st.
It's Sunday.
What day is the purge?
Probably. I hope it's the same day.
really
January 6th.
double down.
Yeah, we already had the purge. That's true.
We tried, or they tried, or however you want to say it. I don't know.
Everything in reality is so disappointing. Like that.
Maybe we need the metaverse.
Our metaverse is disappointing. I mean, our Matrix, our interface to the Matrix has been really disappointing. TikTok, for example. That's what it is? Come on. Do better.
I don't know. So when is trick-or-treating this year? On Halloween as usual? Okay, that's the story.
But there have been so many posts on so many different groups asking, is trick-or-treating still on Halloween? Because it's a Sunday. They're wondering if they should do it on a Saturday instead.
Yeah,
No.
but
Why?
If it's a Tuesday, you go on Tuesday, damn it.
Yes.
yeah.
It's on Halloween.
October 31st.
Some organizations
No matter what day of the week that falls on.
Some organizations
that's when you go
are doing like trunk or treating on their own scheduled days.
Well, no, that's fine. And
That's
no
a different
one's
thing.
kidding themselves that they think that is Halloween.
And
It's
this,
not superseding Halloween.
No, it's not. It's just a chance to get extra candy.
You
this
can also,
Saturday is the
Yes.
parade.
Yeah.
This Saturday, right?
This Saturday from 3 to 6, there's trick-or-treating on Main Street. All of Main Street from...
That's not Halloween.
Yeah.
All of Main Street from John Street to Longwell is going to be closed. And there's going to be local businesses there giving out candy. It's a very nice thing. There's a Halloween parade afterward.
Is Birdie's
But no
handing out
one's-
razor blades or candy?
We are handing out the sharpest razor blades we could find.
Oh, that's so good. Because sometimes people need to shave.
And free coffee.
Whoa.
Yeah.
At 3 o'clock p.m.?
Yeah, you think you can handle it? You think you can handle that level of caffeine at 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
For kids. There you go. That's something. Give kids coffee.
Yeah, get
in
them
the
hooked.
evening.
The coffee's not for the children.
For the parents.
The coffee's for the parents.
Would you serve someone who like was ordering a frappe, like mochaccino or something for like a 4-year-old, or would you be like,
I would question that.
You're like, oh, are you sure you don't want an X?
I would say, would you like me to make that decaffeinated?
No, they just need that pick me up.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, Barney's very tired.
if
Right,
that's
Barney?
if that's what they want.
Barney.
Yeah. You
It's
didn't
interest-
question the name.
It's interesting you pull out Barney. I feel like Barney is not a hot name these days.
Probably not.
He was
no.
born in a barn. That's why they named him that.
Like-
and conceived in one.
Name someone Manger. Jesus.
Menger.
Manger. I saw a nice post on Facebook that's not on our agenda from the Maryland Facebook page that shared a little thing about birdies and a bunch of other businesses.
It was really nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, I shared it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And do you know they have Birdie's Cafe tagged in there, but it's Birdie's Cafe in New Zealand.
Oh, I didn't even capture that mistake.
I wrote them a little note and I said, hey, thanks for thinking of us, but we're not in New Zealand. We are, as you said, in Westminster.
Did they figure it out and respond to you?
I don't know.
Birdie's New Zealand's going to be, whoa, we're getting all these bad reviews that are really long. Right.
It's really morphing over there.
Crikey.
It sounds like your Kiwi is sounding a little Australian. I can't do a Kiwi accent.
Isn't that New Zealand?
Oh.
Isn't the same accent?
Oh, jeez.
I think there's differences.
Yeah, there's a little different. Yeah.
Taika Waititi sounds Australian, but he's from New Zealand.
Yeah. I understand to your untrained Yankee ear. That might be true.
That's all I'm asking.
That's okay.
That's all I'm asking.
Just asking questions.
However Korg talked.
Yeah, just like I'm sure that people from other countries can't tell the difference between our accents, our mid-Atlantic accents, and New York accents or Southern accents.
Or
It's probably not. They aren't attuned to it,
Okay.
yep, or Mid-American.
right?
Wisconsin.
Or exactly.
Hey, are you back yet from the store?
yeah.
How about in Pennsylvania where everything sounds like a question?
Did you watch Mayor of Easttown?
No.
Wow, man, they nailed some Pennsylvania accents in that show.
It's wild.
It was incredible.
I haven't
Yeah.
watched it. I watched the first
very good.
episode.
It's very good.
My wife's like, "Oh, this is like too depressing." And then when I was at the beach with her and and my in-laws, they like while I was playing with my daughter, taking her places, they like marathoned it without me.
Aw,
So I will never watch.
it's really good.
I bet it is. Just time has passed me by.
It's really, really good.
No, I bet backwards. In Pennsylvania, everything sounds like a statement, even if it is a question.
Oh, is that what it is?
Like it'll be like, "Hey Sherry, did you have a hard time getting here today?"
What?
What? Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, I did. Yes, that's
but
why I was late.
It's toned like a statement. You see?
Does that allows them to throw batteries at their sporting events?
Oh, is that what happens? Are
Yeah.
you positive?
That's why it happens.
Negative. All right, so Michael Jackson kids costume.
Yeah, let's get into
Sounds
this one.
innocuous enough,
It does.
but what happened?
Is there a but?
Someone asked about their going as Michael Jackson.
12-year-old child wanted to dress up as Michael Jackson. No blackface. Just dress up as Michael and be Michael Jackson for Halloween.
Yeah. So like I guess they're worried about the racial implications and the molestation implications.
Yeah, and the appropriation
Of what?
issue. I'll tell you how I fall on this. And you actually might be surprised at my opinion. I don't think that it's terrible that this little white boy wants to be Michael Jackson for Halloween.
No, I don't think there's any like great evil in that desire.
I don't think there's anything wrong with him wanting to. Let me backtrack a little. Culturally, I don't think there's anything wrong with this little boy wanting to be Michael Jackson for Halloween. As long as he's not darkening his skin.
What if he was lightening his skin?
Or lightening his skin. I think the reason that people have problems with Halloween costumes is that some Halloween costumes depict some races and ethnicities as a stereotype. And I wouldn't exactly categorize dressing up as Michael Jackson, who happens to be an African-American man, as a cultural stereotype. However, I don't know that you want to dress up as Michael Jackson because of certain other things that are very prevalent in his past life.
Like what?
I wouldn't want my kid to dress up as Woody Allen, even though,
Because you hate Jewish people? You hate Jewish directors?
I'm a huge fan of Woody Allen films. We've talked about this before. And there's an instance where you need to separate art from artist. I would probably put my foot down at one of my kids wanting to dress as Michael Jackson more because of the accusations of pedophilia than the fact that they were going to dress with the sparkly glove. And, I mean, it's completely appropriate to dress as Michael Jackson during Halloween because of the whole Thriller album. And
Yeah, I mean, he basically dressed like a deranged waiter.
okay. So I don't think that's wrong. In fact, this Halloween, Lance and I are dressing up. And are you guys familiar with RuPaul's Drag Race?
I know it's a thing.
No,
but I don't know
I
the
am not.
characters.
Okay. So do you know
I
who
am not.
Do you know who RuPaul is?
Yes, I know who RuPaul is.
Okay.
Do you know RuPaul?
RuPaul is a master class that I really want to watch.
RuPaul is a tall, lean, gorgeous man who is quite possibly the most famous commercially drag queen ever in the history of time.
But RuPaul's not transgender.
He is not transgender. No, he is a drag queen.
Okay.
So he, for entertainment purposes, dresses as a woman, and he is actually probably one of the most beautiful women also you will ever see. He's a very talented man. He's made an empire for himself. So Lance is going to dress as RuPaul, not in blackface, but just as a tall, lean, gorgeous man, like Lance is.
Okay.
And I'm going to dress up as RuPaul's best friend, who is Michelle Visage, who's this brass...
Don't know that person, but
she's a brassy New Jersey girl with dark hair and big glasses. It's really not a stretch for me.
I was going to say we're not changing a
I'm not.
ton
Yeah,
here.
I'm not really. Sometimes I tend to make my costumes bend to my personality. So
I'm going to be Mel Gibson.
Okay.
In the era when he was screaming at his girlfriend over the phone.
Okay. Well.
What about the era when he was pulled out of the police car?
That one too. I'm going to combine the two of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We'll have fun with that.
Problem
with that? I'm going to lighten my skin.
Why do you have to lighten your skin to be Mel Gibson?
You have
to be an anti-Semite to be Mel Gibson, right? Which is kind of counterintuitive.
Well, I'm self-hating, so I mean.
Aren't we all?
Wait a second. So, what if you were to go as Braveheart for Halloween? Is that more appropriate because it's just a character Mel Gibson played?
No, I don't think that attaches to Mel Gibson. I think that's a character.
Yeah,
you're going at.
So you could go as Braveheart. You could go as a road warrior.
Yeah, I feel like if you want to dress like for instance, if a little girl wanted to dress up as Mulan for Halloween, as long as she's not dressing in such a way that it's a stereotypical, horrible depiction of Asian culture and it's respectful, I don't think there's a problem with that if she's a little white girl or a little African American girl or a little Asian girl, whatever. I think that's fine. I think where people get upset is when you're dressing as, let's just say you're the tequila bandit or whatever, and you're dressing as some kind of horrible stereotype of Mexicans with a big sombrero and a burro and a horrible poncho and a terrible mustache, and you're drunk. I think that's where people get upset about.
That 12-year-old better not drink then, is what you're saying.
Well,
Start to get,
you need a baseball hat and a shovel.
I've
to be a
been
Mexican.
dressing up for Halloween since, 19. I always dress up for Halloween. Halloween is not for children.
Halloween's
Only.
Halloween your favorite holiday?
Absolutely my favorite holiday.
I would have guessed. Yep, that's my guess.
Absolutely
She
my favorite
wakes
holiday.
up, she puts on her regular black outfit, and she's like, "This is my day."
It's my day.
Everybody wants to look like me today.
I'm not strange today.
Now, do you hide in your house on St. Patrick's Day? Do you just not come
Why
out?
would I do that?
Because you got to wear green. You got to wear color.
I don't have to.
You don't have to, but
I love a drinking holiday. I love St. Patrick's Day.
so do you?
I fully forced Sebastian, my 6-foot-tall redheaded child, to dress up as a leprechaun almost every Halloween.
That's cultural appropriation.
How is that cultural appropriation?
What about real leprechauns? How do they feel about that?
He's got a lot of Irish in him.
Do you participate in the Celtic Canter?
I do not.
Ah, because you got to wear green.
No, because if I'm running,
Not the
something's-
run. I mean the bar
something's
crawl or
terribly
something.
wrong.
No.
Running is like
Yeah.
a safety thing. Not
I'm running to something or from something.
I'm running to the bar or from the bar. Yeah, I participate in the fact that I indulge.
Okay.
Well, in the spirit of the season, Hampstead's gotten real creepy.
Yeah, I got some
Oh.
issues with this. I mean, what is going on with people?
Well, can you summarize like the
So
hits
who are
of
you upset
stories?
with? The people who were actually doing this creepy stuff, or the people who were complaining about it?
So there's a spate of like creepers in Hampstead.
Yeah, there was somebody driving slowly up and down a road. There was somebody who was walking around taking pictures of a house.
Mm-hmm.
There was someone who drove their car. These are all separate cases. Someone who drove their car into a neighborhood in front of someone's house, rolled down the window, took pictures of the house, did not answer the homeowner when they asked, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this?" This happened to our house, and I mean, first of all, I don't care, because if you do anything from the road, you can do it. I mean, you can see my house on Google Maps, on Google Earth. You can.
Plus, surveillance is good.
Surveillance is great.
Just proves you're not murdering somebody.
That's right. Surveillance is, and one of these people,
Don't give him fodder.
one of these, I had a fodder, but he died. There was one,
And then he
The daughter.
and then my uncle took over. So, did you see this one? I'm holding up the picture. This was somebody's front door video cam.
Can everybody on the podcast see that?
It's a front door cam of a truck that stole a bunch of pallets from somebody, and they wanted to see if they could, if somebody could identify the truck. So that's another case where
Bold move where you're going to get a whole rig to steal a pallet of Trek decking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, if you're going to do
That's
it, that's how you're going to do it.
that's like a heist.
Go big or go home.
Exactly. Go big and improve your home with Trex decking. Ding.
Are they our sponsor this week?
No, they're not.
Not yet, anyway.
We're a timber tech family. I don't really see the big problem with somebody walking around taking pictures of houses because, first of all, the real estate market is hot. It could be a realtor looking for active comps or off-the-market comps. It could be an appraiser.
Let's say you have a legitimate reason. You should, when addressed, say something to the person just out of like human
Unless it's
decency.
Somebody
I think you
said-
absolutely should. You should answer when somebody says, "Why are you taking pictures of my home?" and
You
not
should.
be a creeper.
But you don't have to. And what are they going to do with this information? There's legal reasons. They might be looking for the fugitive. I mean, there's lots of reasons. It could be a roofer.
There's a fugitive in your backyard.
Big Randy back at it.
If you just had your roof done, somebody might come out and take a picture of the roof for inspection
But
purposes.
why wouldn't you say so?
Well, that was one person that didn't answer.
Right, but we're covering three things at once because it's creepiness in Hampstead.
Yes, yeah, overall. But I don't know. Everybody's so up in arms over
Do you think just the people are watching too many scary movies and like normal everyday things are now being perceived as creepy?
Yeah, or did you ever see the Sebastian Maniscalco bit where he talks about 20 years ago or 30 years ago?
Oh, yeah.
If someone knocked on your door,
yeah.
you'd bring out cake, you'd let them in.
Yeah.
Now if somebody knocks on your door, you're
hide.
hiding. Yeah, like what happened? This is part of that. Like if somebody's taking pictures of your house, they can take pictures of my house. I don't care.
Yeah, but the person went up to them and did act like a normal human. Like, hey, how's it going? Like, why are you taking pictures? And then they're like,
yeah,
nothing.
That specifically is creepy, but there are 4 different stories we're talking about here.
Yes.
All the same thing, and all the comments are like, what is happening to our neighborhood? What is going on with our
I
world?
don't know.
Nothing.
I think you're being too laissez-faire about
Big
this,
Randy. Big Randy.
I really do, because if there's, I mean, this one guy's talking about getting in a car and following somebody around the neighborhood. I mean, obviously he felt uncomfortable that something was happening you warn your kids, don't get into cars with strangers, and there's like some car
Wait, we're supposed to do that?
slowly driving by your house, I mean, you don't know if this guy's like stalking to see if your teenage daughter is fit to be sex trafficked, I mean.
All right, that's a possibility, but I'm not going to fill my mind with it. Now, where I live on the corner, so I live off of a sort of main road. I see cars parked at the corner of our property pretty often, a couple times a week. And when we first moved in, I would walk down there and talk to them and see what was going on, because it was freaking us out. Like,
but it's people that aren't sure about directions. Is that what it often is?
No, it's usually somebody on their phone who wanted to pull off the road and text or answer a phone call without driving. Or they were lost and they were looking on their phone for directions or something like that. It's always been something like that. One time it was a guy in a van and he said he was looking for his puppy, and I got in with him and we went back to his house and we played cornhole. Now, isn't cornhole supposed to involve like targets and...
Are we just having a retrospective of every episode we've ever done today?
Yeah, it's a
bean bags and stuff like that, because I thought
that was,
typically.
That was the stereo guy the last time he told the story.
Did I play cornhole with him too?
Yeah, you played cornhole with the guy who was selling.
People need to learn what cornhole is. It's a lot of cases where they got it way wrong.
Well,
way wrong.
As long as you say yes, you can play.
Yeah, and I got candy, so whatever. We're dating now.
And puppies.
Yeah.
And beer.
There was no puppy. We couldn't find the puppy.
Did they show it with like a 6-pack of Smirnoff Ice, and like was there a video recording? Big Randy's involved, so it's definitely a recording.
The cornhole was recorded.
Yeah.
He got money for it. It's not from some organization, but whatever.
Take a seat.
But that's the kind of thing. People are just so oversensitive and so and this is me talking. I mean, I walk around with a chip on my shoulder thinking the world's a war zone. This does not bother me.
How does this not bother you?
Because I experienced it. I talked to the people who were sitting out in front of my house.
I'm truly disturbed by this.
And they weren't doing anything bad. Somebody did take a picture of our house, and we found out later what it was. I forgot what it was. Because it was like 15 years ago. Uh-huh. But we were like,
was it legit or not?
Yeah, it was totally legit. Totally legit to quit. Yep.
All right. I mean, look, Randy Practice was pretty preaches with all this monitoring. He's all in. He's consistent.
I mean, I guess he is.
Beyond all in.
Can you bring your internet search history in next week for us to look through?
Sure, it doesn't include incognito, does it? Otherwise, yes, absolutely.
I think the IP, your internet provider would have that.
Oh, would they?
Yeah. You know how that works.
But I think somebody else in my office was looking for stepmom porn, not me.
No, not you.
Me.
What about, did you find a Dunkel category?
Why would there be?
I don't know.
There's probably an Uncle Daddy category.
There's probably.
I think there is a category for that, actually.
Okay, well, just wondering. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do. So, anyway, we do have a word from our sponsor, CWWQVC, and this time, what do we have on the block?
What even is this, Sherry? This is another thing for sale that you found?
It is.
That you want to showcase today?
It is. This is on the Westminster, Maryland yard sale 24/7, and it is a box of test tubes.
So while you're looking that up, I'm going to see if this is still for sale on my phone. Okay, I'm going to try and give everyone an update so they can know.
This week's featured item is highlighted on the Westminster, Maryland 24/7 yard sale site. A rare find, a brand new, still in box collection of 125 test tubes made of the finest borsilicate glass. These test tubes are the highest quality medical grade. impressive. Think of all the crafty ways you could use this treasure. Use them as spooky Halloween decorations. Delight and amaze all of your trick-or-treaters on October 31st
Wait, are you sure about that?
with a mad scientist lab themed home. Serve your signature shots at your next party in them. Go that one step further and show your party guests you are the next Martha Stewart with these creative shot glasses. It's a good thing. Experiment at home with your chemistry set. Make sure to wear your safety goggles and inspire your young Marie Curie on her way to a career in the sciences. Or, perhaps best of all, cook up some tasty crack to share with your friends, family, and neighbors alike. You'll be the life of the party and the talk of the neighborhood. Imagine all the new friends you'll make. The DTF will be seeking you instead of the other way around. Individual test tubes are for sale as well. Available only today and exclusively on WM 24/7. Brought to you by the CWW channel for all your high-end home shopping needs.
I see it online. I see a Walter White just texted, is this item still available?
I don't see it online now. That's
Oh, that's a bummer. I hope it didn't sell. I was really looking forward to getting those.
How many were there?
It's a box of 125.
125 test tubes.
for
Yes.
$15.
Wow, we could develop our own vaccine.
Well, it would be just as effective as the vaccine.
Yeah.
Think for yourself, people.
Yeah, sheep.
Sheeple.
Okay, so I think that was pretty useful. I hope those test tubes find a good home. But I think I would say though, like $15 is probably the right price point because you don't want to actually like have it be reasonable. You don't want to say free. I feel like if it's free, people ignore it, right? You have to have some dollar value if you're just trying to get rid of something.
Yeah, I mean, if you give it away, nobody's going to want it.
Right. It's like a psychological thing. Even if you don't want it anymore, you're like one of those people who can't, quote, bear to throw away something. I think you have to do a like $10 price point just to like get someone interested. And then when they say, will you take $5 for it? You're like, yes.
Sure, no problem.
No problem. I'll leave it out by my mailbox. Just linger there with the car and take pictures of them.
I want to interview the person that bought them.
Do you?
Yeah.
You should message the seller and see who bought them.
Is there a privacy issue?
No.
Would it be funny, like, oh, are you teaching a science class or doing science work? No. Oh.
Maybe it was the $500 a week guy. Bought 500 clams.
Yeah.
He's like,
Mind your business. It's for our job. I thought your job was running ads. Mind your fucking business, you cunt.
it's
That guy's volatile.
well, when I re-listened to that segment, Randy, I did realize you were channeling Silvio.
A little bit, yeah.
When you said get out of the car, that
Right.
that was like the point where it's like, okay, he's definitely Silvio here.
Sil.
Yeah.
Because that was like, one of the big scenes. Stevie Van Sant plays a mean bass.
He does.
I could never look at him the same in the E Street Band.
It's weird, right?
After, yeah.
Yeah.
It's also weird because he's had two acting roles. It's that and he was in Lilyhammer or whatever that show is.
That show's great. I
haven't
loved
watched
that
show. I haven't watched it, but it's like funny because it's basically like, you were great as Sil. Let's play a fish out of water, Silvio.
Yeah. That's exactly what it was. He's been typecast.
Well, considering it's like his moonlighting gig, like headlining major television series, like I think he'll be okay with
I
that.
wonder how Bruce Springsteen feels about that.
Well, he's podcast with Obama, not with Stevie Van Zandt. So we've gone over this before, and Clarence died. So didn't he die?
Clarence Clemens?
Is he alive?
I don't know.
Oh man, I don't know either. I thought someone told me he died. I don't know.
Oh,
That'd be
shit.
sad.
Don't know.
Anyway,
Somebody look it up.
let us know in the comments. Sound off.
Yeah.
Pound
Sound off.
Smash the like button and hit those shares. Subscribe.
Subscribe, yes.
Go ahead, Sherry. What are we missing today?
Our top 10.
Oh boy, our top 10.
All right. Are you guys ready?
I just want to say before you start, I'm not sure how this first one's going to work, Sherry. I'm a little nervous about it.
We caught a glimpse of your printout. Are you serious with that?
It's going to be just fine.
All right.
All right, go ahead. So what's
Okay.
the top 10?
So these are the top 10 reasons someone would want to take photos of your home.
Good. Let's get this settled.
Yeah, Big Randy's interested.
Yep.
Number 10.
Well, we're gonna like post.
What?
We're gonna do that in post, Randy.
I can't even do the math on that.
Yeah. Okay.
I got a
truly one of the most awful things said on the podcast. So we're gonna
Got a
have
cramp in my leg just thinking about it.
Thank you. Number 9. It's just a little side hustle for the DTF.
Oh yeah.
Possible.
Maybe they're gonna get DTF's gonna
Stakeout.
learn from the GTF, the Gun Trace Task Force, or the GTTF.
It's a little stakeout.
Yeah.
Number 8. They're making sure they have the right house when they bring you your Publishers Clearinghouse Award.
Oh.
It's possible.
Who took over for Ed McMahon?
I don't know. I was thinking about that when I wrote it. I was like, I wonder who gives these away now.
Andy Richter would symbolically be a good follow-up.
He would. Although it's probably like James Corbin or something.
Oh God.
Can you imagine that guy
How
showing
over-
up in
how
your
over-
lunch?
Jimmy Kimmel.
I mean, he's not as overexposed as that other. I mean, Jimmy Kimmel's just a one-trick pony now.
Just one trick.
He shows up at your house and cries.
Oh my God.
I'm old enough to remember the Man Show.
I remember the Man Show too.
I don't remember that. It's before my time.
Number 7, they're taking all the before pictures.
Oh.
Number 6, they're making sure that you are using the correct trash can.
Okay, that's possible.
That's
Could
a good thing.
It can happen.
We're in waste management.
Number 5, they're just checking to see if you're reading any banned books.
Okay. How wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah,
Wouldn't you like to know?
it's on my phone.
Number 4, Casting Central is looking for the new Kardashians. Could be.
That would make sense.
Could be you.
There you go.
The Goldsteins.
Yeah, that sounds like a name that would just light up Hollywood.
It would.
There's the Goldberg Show.
Keeping up with the Goldsteins.
Getting with the Goldstein.
Really lacks glamour, doesn't it? Or athleticism.
Number 3, it's an insurance adjuster working on a GQ case.
Oh.
That's realistic. Insurance adjuster is possible.
It's possible.
Your husband called in a claim. You were home. You didn't know that. You see somebody taking pictures. You run out there and you ask. The guy in the car is like,
Pull off.
I'm not talking to this bitch. I'm
Shot
talking to Ron. You got Ron here? No? See ya.
with curling iron, with curlers in their hair and a shotgun. They're like, get on my lawn.
In a robe.
Number 2, Randy has taken his Big Brother surveillance to the next level.
Yeah.
Just going to people's houses with my phone.
You should just have like the Google Street View on your car, like constantly recording your 360-degree surroundings at all time.
That might be next. I'm looking into the whole dash cam thing.
That's just a dash cam. That's not enough. You need 360.
But there could be a dash cam that has like side view and all that stuff.
Sounds awesome.
I want 360 degrees of surveillance
but
all
Really
the
sounds
time.
awesome.
With the way you drive, that may be bad for you.
Yeah, seriously.
Because then you'll just have evidence that's
Well,
discoverable of what you've done.
You're right, and I would need a way for my phone to delete certain scenes, as it were.
So the rules don't apply to you.
If I'm surveilling,
It's his,
all rules
I
are
it's
mine.
her surveillance. It's
Okay.
his
Yeah.
surveillance.
Okay.
But if somebody else does, then you got me. You got me.
I saw something interesting on the dash cam.
Is this you on the dash cam? Looks like you.
There's one more left, guys.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it. Number 1.
The number 1 reason why someone would want to take photos of your home, they want to see if the carpet matches the drapes.
There, you interior designer. There you go.
It's an interior decorator from Czechoslovakia.
We have pictures of home. Those carpet match drapes.
I just wonder if there is a hypothetical where Randy could be deterred from the surveillance situation. I just don't think there is.
Yeah,
No, he's-
inside the house.
What did you think about the movie The Net? It's a classic.
I
of
didn't
Sandra-
see it.
You never saw the Sandra Bullock classic?
No.
Did you see Speed?
No,
You missed all of 90s Sandra Bullock?
pretty much. But look, my brother has 18 cameras. He's got them outside the house, in every room,
Oh my God.
in the kitchen. I'm like, no, I don't want them.
Who does he live with?
His wife and kids. But in my house,
Does he have like a nanny or something? What is he?
No. He did have somebody break into his house once, so he wants to be able to monitor all that in case it ever happens again. But I don't want anything inside the house. Even when my daughter has parties in the basement and there's other people there, I still do not want to monitor anything inside the house.
Do
Outside,
you like leave when your daughter has a party?
No, we're home. This is a good time to end it.
All right, I'm Dennis.
I'm Randy.
I'm Sherry.
See you later.